What else do you want me to say? Yeah, I turned up the heat to 90 and left for the weekend, but have you seen the bozo I'm living with? Tell me you would do the exact same thing if someone
clogged your toilet on purpose? No way, dude. It was an accident. I mean, yeah, I flushed a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards down the toilet, but I mean, have you seen what a legendary creature passes for these days? Makes me want to set my hair on
fire. What? No. Maybe. Okay, yes, there was a fire, but it wasn't even that big, okay? I mean, it was just mostly smoke. I mean, what better place to have a fire? Because it was on the stove. I mean, okay. It was Becca's fault.
I had nothing to do with the events of this film.
It didn't have to come to this, y'all. All this drama, headache, and conflict could have been easily avoided. And I'm going to tell you how. So let's hit rewind and go over the play-by-play.
My ramen! Becca!
A fire inside of your apartment is a very big deal, so you need to act fast. The fire stops located above your stove is your first line of defense. However, if the fire grows outside of that, then you're going to need to call for help. Call 911 first. Do not call the office. Although we're here to help, nobody here on staff is a firefighter. So, 911.
Whoa, what happened to the kitchen?
What happened? I asked you to wash my ramen on the stove and you vanished.
I said I had to go.
What?
Hey, my ride's here, so
Perfect timing. You know, actually I have to go pick up a package, so can you watch my clock for me? It'll only be like a few minutes, okay? Oh, and can you stir it so it doesn't burn? Alright, thanks so much. Yeah, I don't think that happened.
What do you mean you don't think that happened?
It goes on like this for a while. Let's move on.
Hey guys, have you seen these new cards? Like seriously, I mean look, this is trash, it's trash, garbage. I don't know why anyone would use that. That was really bad. Like, honestly, what's wrong with these cards? I'm gonna just You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna grab some scissors, I'm gonna cut these cards up, I'm gonna flush them all down the toilet. My entire 2,000 card collection. How many likes can I get for flushing my entire collection down this toilet? Because I'm done with this game!
Don't you do that. You're going to waste your money and you're going to clog the toilet. But if you accidentally clog the toilet, this is what you need to do.
Turn off the water at the valve, which is usually behind the toilet itself, before using the plunger. Cover the drain hole with the plunger, making sure there's water coming up at least halfway up the rubber cup on the plunger. Push the plunger up and down without breaking the seal. Continue plunging for about 15 seconds, then pull up sharply, releasing the suction.
They say revenge is just best served cold. I disagree. Today, Chris is gonna realize revenge is best served hot.
I don't think I need to tell you not to do this, but don't do this. If you really need to use your heat during the winter at a reasonable temperature, here's how to do that.
Change the temperature no more than 5 degrees at a time. Make sure to keep the vents clean to allow for proper airflow. When turned on for the first time, an initial smoke smell is normal. If the smell lingers for more than 10 minutes, turn the unit off and call the office.
Adjusting to living away from home may be stressful. It may even be scary. But it's much easier if you remain optimistic and communicate openly your habits, the things you like and dislike with your roommates, and work together with them to come to a compromise. I recommend you sit down with your roommates and have a meeting within the first 2 to 3 weeks that you all are living together. Pick a time that works for everyone, that everybody could sit down. You want to get everyone's input in this. You want to have a neutral space and only let the 4 or 2 roommates be there. Don't have outside friends mediate at this level. The purpose is really just to get to know your roommates. So you want to ask questions like, what's your major? What do you plan on doing when you're growing up? Just really get to know your roommates, because it does help out to when you know who you're talking to. Another thing that you want to do is you want to work on some house rules. So you're going to talk about the things you like and dislike, more so how you personally was raised. But then also ask your roommates their input on how they think things should be or could be. For example, how often the trash needs to be taken out, or whose responsibility is that? What are the house rules for the dishes? Is it everyone for themselves? And then how fast should the dish be cleaned after it's dirty? House guests. Those are all rules that should be discussed as you're sitting down in a house meeting. I recommend you writing all the rules down and then agree to the rules on the paper before getting up from the table. Now, I do realize sometimes these meetings could get heated. If you see this happening, take the initiative and say, let's reconvene at a later time. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we get in ourselves and we need to take a break. Come back to it after you calm down, maybe the next day or the next week, and then revisit and pick up where you're going. Realize with compromise, you may not get your way. The purpose of a house meeting is for everyone to get on the same page, and it also does open up the lines where you could get to know your roommates a little bit more, even if y'all are friends out of the womb together. You know, there's something that you probably didn't know. Having a house meeting is key, especially in student housing. Everybody's trying to get to know everyone within the first couple weeks anyway. Get to know your roommates. You're going to be living with them 10 to 12 months anyway, so you want to establish the lines of communication, and a house meeting is the best way to do that.